culinary arts, because it's like these are ancient recipes, and stuff. So it's rich in culture, but that's where a lot of crackery. They go there, find. If you go to Facebook, you find groups. You see Americans in Oaxaca. They're all crackers. That. So I want to open a bookstore / community center.
Nice.
Right. So it's like we need you to learn our language so you can come and give these lectures to your people. ¿A poco si hablas nuestro idioma?
Un poquito, yo hablo español un poquito, sí, un poquito. Sí. Yo soy moreno, pero yo gusto latina. So,
no, I think...
En la escuela, I learned in school.
Yeah, ser moreno, being moreno it's not like fighting with speaking our language. You see, there's millions and millions,
I gotta get better though.
The Garifuna nation,
yeah.
I think like 70-80% of them, they speak our language. So, I mean, it's all over the world. And I know they see, immediately they associate pale skin with Spanish, but it's not.
You go to every Spanish-speaking country you go to, when you go to like the center of that country, or like where the most history of that country is, it's a lot of dark-skinned people.
Yeah, that's what they always
say. Every
say.
Fucking country. So people just act like they don't know, but they know.
Master teachers,
they know. Everybody act like they don't know, but they know.
The deeper you dig, the blacker you get.
Everybody knows.
They
just don't want to admit it.
It's like in a couple of years, we're about to open a train that's going to connect all the major archaeological sites.
And you see, there's a lot of industrial building going on in a lot of different countries now. A lot of third world countries. You see now they're starting to develop, and people starting to travel there. More people is like intrigued by like
but you
culture.
Guys need to be ready, because at the moment if you get on this train, the moment you get into this train and you go to all the archaeological sites in the middle of the jungle, because I mean that should give me life, because I'm 56 and I'm not necessarily
look good for
I'm
you.
not necessarily jungle material, right? So if you have a train, that you can pop on and pop off, and you go into these archaeological sites, and so it's amazing. So you guys need to be prepared for that.
That's cool.
To go over there and to make a coalition of organizations, with Professor Anthony Browder. I don't know, is Runoko Rashid is still alive? I don't know. I think he died. Yeah, he just died. I don't even know. So many people died. I don't even know who's alive, who's not. But Professor James Smalls is alive. He got a hotel in Africa. He needs support. He needs financial support. If you can give him $5, so you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he just did a video on a lecture on Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah.
So when you go over there, and if you have a coalition and say, we recognize all that as Africa, you make a statement at least. That's going to be powerful. You make a statement that is African. You go there, and the people, how many hotels are already lining up to open over there? Because right now Mexico is like the number 5, I think.
So they want to embrace African culture more, or show their side of it.
No, I'm just telling you. We are like the number 5 destination in tourists, but it was just stupidly done, because they don't last more than 3 days.
Nobody stays there for long.
They go to the archaeological sites and they took off.
Yeah.
So the plan is to make them stay at least a couple of weeks, 3 weeks.
You gotta make it more safe.
So
that's why people
you, who is a businessman, you should be like already buying land, because the previous administration, he was a CIA agent.
Now,
he is a CIA agent, and he changed the constitution. So now you don't have to be a citizen to buy land.
I'm about to ask you that. So you don't have to be on, like, some countries you got to be from the soil, or you can lease the land, but you can't you can't literally own the land.
No, you can.
You can own the land, or you can only lease it.
Oh, trust me.
Because they do leaseholds. I've been looking into this shit.
All the best properties by the ocean, they are from the Spaniards.
The waterfronts.
But from the Spaniards. They bought the Spaniards, which is horrendous. I mean, the last president, he gave away oil. He gave it away oil for free. He changed the constitution. We have nationalized our oil in 1945. Until 1943, we nationalized our oil. And he changed the constitution. to give it away. He put it in NAFTA. He put it in NAFTA, and it gave away enough. So now we are making sure we don't have. How Europe, how much is paying for electricity right now? Europe, they cannot even afford paying electricity. That's going to be the next wave. That's going to leave people dying out in the cold. You see how they did Texas?
Gotta invest.
Texas was talking about cessation.
Mm.
You don't hear them talking about cessation no more, right? Because what they did, they make it cloudy every day. And I don't know how they did it. The temperatures dropped so much.
They're controlling
And
this
these
shit.
effing idiots with the windmills and
Telling you, they gotta-
the solar panel, they froze to death.
They gotta fucking
They
build it.
froze to death.
And they
We was
sitting
the one
inside
who
that
got
shit
to
pushing
rescue.
buttons.
We had to rescue them. It was not the corporations rescue. So the state got to take the responsibility and take control of the natural resources. That's what we are going to be passing this reform and energy reform. So at least 55% of all our resources are owned by the state.
Yeah, you gotta have most ownership over the stuff over there because you don't want people going to your country. That's what they do. They go to countries and try to overthrow.
You got people that still think, national licensing is great because you got many options. Where are the options now? Where are the options now? People freezing in Europe because they cannot even afford shit. Everything is so expensive. So I'm just leave it like that, because I think right now it's a great time for you to acquire some land.
So I need to look at
to make an investment over there. Like we say,
We need to talk.
what's my favorite?
I need to see what's up.
My favorite hashtag
What's your hashtag?
is Make America All Make Again. Make America All Make Again. You should make the hats. You should make the T-shirts. So you have the crackers all like.
They're already suffering in their own. See, the white people, they think they don't understand. White people don't know what true happiness is. They don't really understand. So
They don't care about it because they don't have a soul.
They're not. That's what I'm saying. They're not connected to any type of energies or anything like that. So
It's a virus. All they care is about survivor.
They think
Survival.
we're gonna kill ourselves, but they
survival.
really gonna. What they doing is gonna come back and harm themselves because they can't
don't
survive.
care.
They can't survive.
Don't care. Why do you think they unleashed the super AI? Because they don't care. You know how dangerous this thing is working on its own, creating languages for its own.
Sophia,
It's a matter of
you
time.
seen Sophia?
I don't even know how many computers. they got.
Sophia's a robot they got already, and they travel around the world with her and do interviews with
Oh no,
different
I'm
people
talking
and shit
about
like that.
super AI.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Super AI.
Everything you see now, all this stuff, they ask these supercomputers, what's the solution? How can we have
I'm
this?
talking about they got a person that's a robot. It looked like you. The skin looked like you. It moved just like our skin. It looked like a real person, but it's a robot. And they have it made already. It's called a metahuman.
They love that.
They got metahuman.
And
It's
they
a lot of
love
shit.
that.
The metaverse. It's a mad. Listen, I'm like one of them technology geeks. So I geek out on that, learn about new technology and all the new gadgets and shit.
Do you mind sitting on that side because I'm burning my face on
Oh, my
this
bad.
side? I'm sorry.
I can block
I'm
you.
sorry.
I can block you.
I want to burn both sides.
Yeah,
Or maybe I should move over there and have this side.
you could tan better. Yeah.
No, I mean I go to the beach.
We could get out of here.
Soon
You want
as
to go to
they
the beach now? Let's go to the beach.
As soon as they open the beach.
Let's get in the cab and go get some drinks.
Yeah, right. No, I have a special song.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that special,
Let's get it somewhere.
but we have a pact.
I got an agreement. That's good. You gotta stick to that. I'm gonna get a cab anyway, because I don't think I want to get on the bus. I was just walking, it was a nice day. Stopped up to take off my shit.
I'm always.
But I heard you talking, so that's why I stopped. I was like, my bad, I don't want your boyfriend pulling up on the driving by like, oh, she's cheating on me.
I mean, it's like
Just tell him you was talking with a friend,
Listen,
that's it. Nothing crazy.
it's something that just happened.
Right.
that just
But
happened.
these conversations happen for a reason.
5 years later, we're still like.
Right now, the energy was it's just telling me.
And the main thing is that it's just dating scene is so horrific.
I can't really try. I don't do that.
I mean, it's so-
I
that's
do
why
my
you
own.
see everybody just sticking to themselves because they see that But if you ever come to Mexico, whatever,
You got me on,
make sure you look out for me. You look me up. I hate this language. Look out for me and look me up. I don't know. You just change something and it means totally different. Right?
Contact. Make sure you contact me.
Yeah, if you ever come to Oaxaca, I mean, it's gonna take like 2 more years. I'm not gonna say
I don't know what I should put.
at least a couple of years.
I put my hoodie back on, but damn, it's hot. I don't even want to put this on.
You live far from here. I would say go back and leave everything and just
Nah,
keep
I
the
live.
t-shirt.
Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. From here, I live on DeKalb. I live all the way by Meshuggah.
Oh,
I
okay,
live across the street from the hospital.
all
Like
right.
literally right across the street from the hospital.
That's
I look out my
nice.
window, I see people in the chair getting their fucking teeth. I can see them like.
Yeah, I
live
noticed
right
that's one
there.
of the very few neighborhoods that's still alive.
It's nice. It's quiet over there.
Almost like back in the days,
Nice
you know,
over
the
there.
neighborhoods it was like. No, but if you go like on, you know, by the where the Ford Trainers
Yeah,
at,
yeah, yeah.
and
Jerome.
Bainbridge,
Yeah.
there's always people shopping. Over there, I'm on Dykeman. Over there is like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
they kill it. You used to have a lot of commerce and stuff. They kill it.
That's nothing but people where I live at. I live up from the train, so I live like where all the medical students is at, and all the doctors' offices right there.
But you still can get
Yeah,
decent
shit
prices.
happens.
You still
I
can
seen
get decent
I seen a
prices.
shootout my first week over there. Somebody was shooting, and I looked out the window, and I seen some dudes running, some other dudes chasing them. I was like, oh shit, I thought this shit was quiet over here. But ever since then, I haven't really seen that.
Yeah,
And
there's
I
a
go to
lot
work. I don't be outside on the
a lot of
corners.
it is a setup, you know.
I don't be on the corners
a
like
lot
that.
of it is a setup. We have the same thing in Mexico. They're killing people just to say that our president. You see, our president cannot even do something about security.
They're just
Yeah,
doing
but
it
that's
just to
exactly they're doing it on purpose.
just to prove a
You
point.
know, unfortunately, you know, the past couple of years, if you look at the media, that's all they focus about, and they
Shit
make
crazy.
it, and they blow it out of proportion, and people buy it.
I'm glad you put the bug in my ear to look at Mexico. There's a reason why God working mysterious ways.
Look in the south. Look in the south of Mexico. It's still a lot of uncharted territory.
I gotta look at that.
And if you guys don't take advantage, that's gonna become a crack house. It's just gonna be a crack house.
I don't want to invest in it and it still become a crack house. Then I made a bad investment. So I gotta make
No,
sure.
no. I mean, you can have a section. You can have a little Africa.
I don't want it to be bad though. If that's
No, it's
my
not gonna be
property, I don't
bad.
want my shit
It's
to
not
be
gonna
fucked
be
up.
bad. It's not gonna be bad.
Nobody want to go to visit my
Listen,
shit because it's
listen.
fucked up over there.
Listen, we are making a good army, the armed forces. We're gonna be, you know, I mean, to protect our stuff. So that's not gonna
I
happen.
think since this Ukraine and Russia shit, this is making people realize, a lot of countries realize that they gotta step their game up because they don't know like any given time.
Yeah, even before we didn't even have I don't know how you hit like the quarters for the military.
Headquarters, yeah.
We didn't have. They had to go home and shower and change.
Wow.
We had to build that. We had to build the quartels. How's the quartels?
Hotels.
Hotels. Yeah, we had to build it.
Wow.
That's how unprotected we were. They had us. But these 3 years that we've been in power, look at President AMLO. Look at mega projects. AMLO mega projects. We're gonna make the Mayan train that I told you. On March 21st, we're opening a new airport in Mexico City,
Nice.
so anybody can come. And Oaxaca from Mexico City, I think like I don't know, like 3 hours.
Wow.
So it's
I see
very,
a lot of people go. I see a lot of vlogs and a lot of people go to Mexico, but it's usually couples and shit. You know what I mean? Like people go by themselves. I don't really see a lot of solo travelers go there by themselves.
There's a lot. You haven't seen on YouTube?
I don't. I watch some of them, but I haven't been
Every
into it.
time I see they go and just say African Americans living in Mexico. You see, there's tons of testimonies.
So when I get to the crib, that's gonna be what I watch today. That's gonna be my footage with it.
All right. What's your name again?
Dale.
Dale. Brooke.
Yeah.
Why you
Brooke.
see my name?
Brooke.
My
Yeah,
name.
I
I have
got
my
you.
name in my Twitter account.
Nice meeting you.
So
You
don't be
here, right?
don't be a stranger.
Yeah,
I'll be
I'ma come look
here
for you.
every day. I'm always here. If I'm not at the beach, I'm over here.
Well, yeah, I definitely want to go to the beach with you. So we're gonna work
All
something
right.
out. All right, Mama?
Let me know whenever you want to.
Okay.
I go to Far Rockaway.
All right, yeah, that's perfect. That's a clean beach.
All right.
Have a good
Take
one.
care. Nice meeting you. So where was I? Yeah, this is what it used to be back in the days. You know, grown-ups talking and stuff. And very respectful. Like that. I'm not. I mean, I have a promise to Marcus. have a promise to Marcus. I mean, I do like to have fun. No, I mean, not really. I mean, like, just to be, here and there, here and there. I mean, there's, like they say, what they call it, the thrill of the moment, right? The thrill of the moment, the possibility. Possibility is one of the worst drugs. I heard. I used to go to open meetings. I used to date people in the 12 steps, and they say just the possibility of them getting high or whatever, that was enough to be there and be like, to have that moment, chasing a high, or, even for those people who like addicted to sex and stuff, that they're like always, and that's what they're selling. If somebody was asking me, okay, so you live more than 30 years in the belly of the beast, what can you say? They manufacture potential, possibility. Everybody like, oh, get discovered. You might get discovered. You might get like whatever, and you know what I mean. That's just ridiculous. They sell it. The American dream. You could be. Even when you go there, and you see the possibilities is 1 to 1 million, 1 in 1 million that you're gonna hit the American dream. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice guy. I hope he hit me up, when I'm in Mexico. I mean, like, I don't want to say nothing yet. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, those nuclear reactors are just like, they kind of made up my mind, you know. I mean, because we are making enemies left and right everywhere we go. We're stepping on everybody's toes, and this shit came out just because of that's what they was trying to do in Ukraine. They call them Ukrainizing, not Ukrainazis. I think it's easier in my native tongue. But that's what they was trying to do. They're trying to set it on fire. So basically, we need all the military that we have abroad. We need them right here, guarding those things. No, but if you come from the sky, what are you gonna do? We have not even invested on anti-missile technology. And even if we do, I mean, like, those things fly off the radar. What you gonna do about that? Some shit that fly off the radar 6 times the speed of sound, hypersonic, directable. They can tune up the precision target. That's what they got. We ain't got shit. That's why, like, I say, like, the people, like, are you serious? And like, it should be like right now. The question is like, why are we doing this? Well, we got nothing to show for it. It's like playing a game of poker. And you have you put in your poker face that, whatever. But you got a pair of threes. You got nothing and you're like bluffering. Like, I heard this language. I hate this language because I don't know which one is the word. Bluffing. Fluffing. Oh my god. And so that's what's up. That's what's up. I hope my dream comes true. Because that would be. I don't think I even told him the whole thing. As soon as I say no, I'm like, he was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, that's what I love about men. They are not about the bullshit. Like, like, oh, there's no ass over here. I'm out of here. I'm like, oh, there's the simps, right? It was in the bus. I took the bus. Because I was having a hot flash or something. I feel like, I waited for the bus and dried up myself a little bit because I don't like to sweat too much. So and there was in the bus this humongous cracker over there, sitting in the back of the bus. Like where there's two seats that go like this, but there's a tire. So half of the seat you got something. So he was sitting like in a fetal position with his feet on top of the tire. There's something on top of the tire of the bus. And I was like, and the next seat was empty. The next seat was empty. Oh, look, I just found. I don't know. I just found it over there. I don't know if it fell. I don't think. Um, I was like, I don't know. Some of them are very obedient until they explode. They get angry like a bitch. And they go like, that's not good. The last thing we want is men to get emotional. That's the last thing we want. It's bad when a bitch get like, she take your scalp out. This bitch take your scalp out. She don't open the hand. She don't open the hand and she get a whole chunk of your hair. That's how emotional we get. And every time we find the same bitch, even if it's 100 years, we still go through it again. Men are like, I think that's why everybody like men better. Because it's like, I mean, not every man. I know. I mean, depending on the thing, obviously depending on the thing, But I mean, like, you know what I mean. In general, we're like sometimes even capable of, setting somebody up. I've seen that. Last year, I think it was last year, this woman, I think it was in Brooklyn, and there was a security camera. And she called her out. She came downstairs and she's just like, the camera right there. And then she went to Florida. She went to Florida. She was there. She got arrested. I mean, Florida for real. But that's the problem for them. That's the biggest problem because they cannot get out of the United States. With that mouth they got, they try to talk to other men in other countries like that. Men say, hell no, boom, pow, directly to the kisser. I mean, there's no. I mean, I'm still thinking, why she went just to Florida? Obviously they're gonna catch her over there with all the millions of cameras there's everywhere. I mean, like, I don't know. I never kept. Actually, by accident, I found out about this story. When that happened. I found that she went there, just like, and it was on the radio. Was saying, "Oh my God, she looked nice. And she was dressed nice," and she just went to her and like, boom, that was it. That was it. Like, oh my God, we are turning into, I don't even know what. I'm sure she's gonna get out of jail in 5 years. Oh, she was emotional. She got her period, like whatever. That's so scary. This is so scary because they enable us and they like, oh my God. Yeah, and when we go to other countries, then like, the awakening, that we are not competitive, because other people from other countries come over here and they get our jobs like this. And for us it's like, oh no, we like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling in the sun. Love my boots. Oh my God, these damn boots. I wanted to wear flip-flops. I should wear the flip-flops, but I don't trust it. Sometimes, even when they say 80 degrees and we're freezing, I don't even know. I mean, like, it's too soon for that, but they say tomorrow's gonna be raining, so I'm gonna stay home. actually do some, decluttering, because this is it. This is it. I have just this month and the next one to declutter, because in the summertime I don't clean. I don't do nothing. Well, when Marcus come in, that's my incentive. When he come in, I try to, because I think it's disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful like that. He don't say, I mean, he don't love it. He don't see the sink full of dishes and stuff, but I just, at least, I mean, I feel good, obviously, but I mean, like, to do that every day, I don't know. I don't have that discipline. I don't. My grandma, rest in peace. She was like, that was the first thing she woke up. It's like she woke up and that was it. She got a great system. She woke up and she started, like, she will clean a little bit every day. Every day she will clean a little bit in the morning, like, sweeping a room, and she wasn't able to mop no more, but she got the wet mop. Everything was great. Everything was always great. And she was always doing something. She got the discipline. And that's it. If you do just 45 minutes, 1 hour a day, then your house is going to be. But I come home and I'm like, I mean, I don't want to know nothing. And before I go, I don't want to do nothing, because I lose the notion of time. I'm like, and then, like, oh, I'm late. And I think I'm gonna go walking. It's just so nice out. I'm gonna go for a walk and then go home to my kitty cats. Ocelotl, he was like not happy. He wanted to eat and eat and eat this morning, but